Hello. Audio test. Hello, 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 hello. Sounds good to me. Cool. Stretchy. Yeah, we're into hard stuff now. Which is part of why I'm streaming today, so we can continue cracking on, make some progress. Because in a few weeks I'll hopefully be streaming RimWorld, and that might become a series if people like it. I'd like it to become a series. I would love to stream a load of RimWorld. Of course, the downside is if I'm streaming RimWorld, it means I can't play RimWorld, so yeah. I might have 2 games on the go, one where I'm playing on my own and one where I'm streaming, just to scratch my RimWorld itch when it returns with the new expansion. Hope people are alright. It's still very, very, very hot. And apparently this weekend it's going to be getting even hotter. Woo! I love melting where I sit. I love being concerned that my computer's going to burst into flames. I love not being able to sleep because it's so bloody hot. Oh, I'm going to have to refight bloody Ozma, aren't I? Forgot about that. Hello and welcome back to GVL Library of Ruina. We are streaming on a Wednesday because I am determined to get some real progress through this game because I want to start playing Limbus so that I can be ready for the Arknights crossover in a few months' time. And with the progress I've been making, I either make a lot of progress or none, so I need more progress really. So today I'm going to be trying the social science realization. I don't really know what this is going to be though. Like, I don't know what this is going to tell us about Roland. And there is the possibility that after this, these two are going to have realizations not to do with Roland or Angela. Because we had these ones were Angela, these 3 were Roland, and then we're into these 2, so could be interesting. Maybe 1 and 1, maybe both. Maybe this is where they finally confront each other. No spoilers, remember, no spoilers. Right, so since last time I stuck Edgardo with the Ujat page that I had lying around, updated it to use some of the new blunt cards from Purple Tear. Yeah. So, in case people do want a pleb, there are 2 that are currently unclaimed, but you can't claim them now. You got to wait until they are available, and then you got to be here during the stream. So just keep coming to the streams, and I'm sure you'll get it. So, we have Kalo, Nemo, Bada, Dennis, and Ujat. And we will see. We'll see if this is the right fit. I feel like it's not going to be. They're not the strongest builds. but we will have to see. So what am I going to have to deal with? There was the Scarecrow, that was annoying. There was the Woodsman, that was annoying. There was the house, that was annoying. Basically, all of Chised's have been bloody annoying. Alright. Suppose I better go for it, hadn't I? Alright, here we go. Let's say, Angela, is it really necessary to indiscriminately kill all the guests coming to the library just to collect more books? Looking at the power the library's gathered so far, we could easily... To get refined books in our hands, we need the emotions of our guests to be heightened above a certain level. To draw out their emotional tension, the guests are pitted against librarians in a battle of life and death with something precious on the line. Refined books, huh? What do you think is considered precious by all people? Well, their own lives, I guess. Exactly. Being alive is the prerequisite to achieving anything, unless you're a zombie. We're picking out people for their books at the cost of one's life. We still disagree with each other, I see. Are you still dwelling on what you did in Lobotomy Corp? How could I ever forget? I drove employees to death for the sake of energy refinement, even though we were more than capable of saving them. Just said that was all part of the script. It was devised to provoke your so caring and delicate heart, and I simply followed it as per obligation. You know who to blame for all that, don't you? It's true, it was all part of the script. Then what's our excuse now? This is not the same as back then. Individual choice meant nothing in that corporation, but here, the guests that enter the library and meet their demise are all notified of possible risks and agreed to take all responsibility for whatever happens in this place. Nothing disgusts me more than talking about the past with you lot. I've had enough of this for now. And she's gone. Well, there she ran off. That was tense, sir. You sure are good at rubbing things in others' faces. And brewing coffee. Thanks to you, I realised how all the coffee I've drunk in my life was hot garbage. I don't think I'll ever bear to drink ordinary coffee again. That's good to hear. I never imagined there could be subtle differences. Oh, stop talking about coffee so much. I don't care. Oh, yes, coffee, coffee, coffee. Ah, coffee, 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 coffee. Coffee, coffee may be the same for the world. Perhaps we're just led to believe that the path ahead of us is all there is to it, because there's so little we can see or learn. Just like the Index obsessing over prescripts and the fixers hanging on requests. Speaking of, does the Index really not know where they come from, like completely oblivious? Yeah, I don't think they have any idea. Following orders without even knowing who gave them and for what reason. That's just bitter. Can't be helped. The Index does seem extreme with their methods, but the whole city is operating based on some grand instructions coming out of nowhere when you think about it. One can't even be sure if the values they're pursuing are their own anymore. Are you okay with the city staying this way forever? It's not a matter of being okay with it. It's a matter of survival. This is how the world is, and we've got to live in it somehow, unless you die. There's nothing we can do about giant streams created from people tangling with each other. Sometimes I'm stricken with sorrow looking at the stories taking place in this city. Yeah, you and me both. Things that happened to my past self and his colleagues, and the things we've done afterwards. I joined the effort to change the city because I didn't want to witness any more of that. And how did that go? As you know, the city did not change as we hoped. One can say that we caused even more trouble with the distortion. Think we got what we deserved? No, that's just an obvious outcome, that's all. There's no way the city can change. Really? Even if we learned why all the pain is perpetuated in the city? If anyone actually wanted to know why the city ended up this way, no one would be dying to syndicates just because they didn't cough up some small pocket change in time. No fixers would be driven to death solely to fill out contractual obligations. No feathers would be spent like expendables on the wings. As if knowing why could actually prompt change. Point is, knowing does jack to change things. I told you, the stream is just too big for individuals to do anything about it. I'm not saying we're looking for immediate change. I know we can't change instantly. But if you pile up enough rocks in a stream, it will change its course. What do you know about it then? What makes you think you can talk like it's so easy? I bet you've never lifted a rock in your life. Everyone just bears with it. You can't afford to do otherwise. When will you stop running away? Like, do you have some trauma about people dying? I don't understand. I'm not running from anything. Aren't you and Angela just lying to yourselves about it though? That it can't be helped, that there's nothing you can do? That's the truth. What am I supposed to do? This is the city. There is no other option. The word promise is perhaps one of the most empty in this city. It's a privilege that only those with power can make. I wonder who that person could be. Sadly, there's no way to know. He looks completely unlike anyone I've ever seen before. Please, can't you just pretend we've never met? What the hell was that contract about then? You know breaking contracts and dropping your reputation means a death sentence for a fixer like you, right? Read it again carefully. Unless that's a mask. Because he's the Black Silence. Ooh. Sneaky bastards pulling filthy tricks with words. So why did you try to smuggle in Kathleen in the first place? We couldn't have gotten into this if you hadn't done that. I swear I had no idea. I didn't know it was in Kathleen. I didn't know it was meant to be delivered to O-Corp. You know how we roll in this business. Next time make sure to go through a contract office. Let's see how long you can act so high and mighty. Just you wait. The city's going to screw you over the next... in the exact same way. Skill would kill me if I said what just popped into my head. That's then and this is now. Things changed at the drop of a hat. Didn't you know? Wing War participants cannot move to the nest. What? But you said veterans of the war will be given first priority over moving to the nest. That's what I was told before joining the war. Didn't you receive the notice? The terms have long since changed. You've got to be joking. We aren't talking about some cheap giveaway. It was a promise made by a wing. You know all there is to know. Yelling won't get you anywhere, I'm afraid. Sir. Please lower your voice. Please, it was all to earn that migration permit. Is there really no way? No means no, even for you, Mr. Black Silence. Probably. Tremendous amounts of money were involved in the agreement. What about all the others who fought to the death for the permit then? What did they die for? I won't forget this. K-Corp and I-Corp. No, if any of the wings dare reach out to me asking for help, why, I'll make you regret it. Ah, this is probably how he fell. Like how he got kicked out of his high position. You still receive payment, didn't you? And next time, please avoid signing on deals without the mediation of a contract office. Well, I'm sure you're already well aware of these precautions, right? Go fuck yourself. No, thank you. Have a nice day. I'm sorry, they won't accept Smoke War veterans in the nest. They changed their words out of nowhere. There is no nest, but it's quite safe here, you know. Definitely no musicians or anything. It's rather romantic to be living in the so-called streets of music too. Oh no. Oh god. It's like if you know someone like someone's going to die in a car crash and they're like, oh, I love driving my car. It's so fun. Just begging for trouble. Still, the nest could. And I honestly never really wanted to move to a nest. You've both seen and done the dirty deeds going on in the nest per request of the wings. At least we wouldn't have to worry about our lives walking around in the nest. Life is more valuable there than in the back streets. And it's not just us. What about our baby? Ugh! Did she just punch him in the stomach or something? I'm telling you, it's fine here. Who would ever want to touch our child when we're the parents? One or both of us is the black silence. Good point. Come on, again with that gloomy face of the past. You finally started socializing too. But, Roland, it's a miracle that we even have a decent house and a family. And nothing is ever going to take it away. I bet my life on it. You know how the life of a fixer usually goes. And I'm saying this just in case. No matter what happens, don't blame yourself. Even if we all die horribly, don't blame yourself. You know it won't be your fault. Don't say stuff like that, please. It's really tempting fate. You're so obviously going to drive yourself to the extreme if I don't say it. Now promise. Now I feel like this didn't actually happen. This really feels like one of those sort of recollections of a conversation in which the person says, you know, like one of those dream sequences where they're like, you know it wasn't your fault. No, but I feel guilty, but you know it wasn't your fault. Yeah, I know, and yeah, that's what this feels like. You know I don't make promises. What the fuck just hissed? Is their baby a snake? Alright, fine, I promise. Or was that her? Of course! Their baby's a snake because he's the son of the snake woman. He's half snake, so that means the baby is quarter snake. Theory confirmed. Yo, you sure about that? Well, I mean, alright, confirm might be a bit of an exaggeration, but... Alright, I'm counting on you. Who was that just now? Remember my old friend Olivia? Of course I do. He used to work at the same office as you. He's asking me to lend a hand for a bit. Don't tell me, is it fixer work? Yeah, looks like he urgently needs a hand. Don't worry, nothing dangerous. I'll just have to be there and fill the number. And the location? District 25. Well, you're going to a cold place. Remember the delicious pagion we ate there? Buy some for me when you come back. But of course, Your Majesty, I'll be back as soon as possible, and I'm certain you will not die horribly while I'm away. And thanks for letting me do this. Can't have you lose one of your last remaining friends. I turned away from the desperation of others. My family and I came first. I curse those who turned away from my desperation. Everyone turns away from each other's suffering and goes about their lives. Who could I dare blame in these circumstances? Each person spurs the suffering of the city trying to live, knowingly or not. Roland, you can't run all the time. Why are you still poking him? It's like I can see you're clearly going through a breakdown. You've manifested a giant scythe, but come on, Roland. Wake up. I know that I have to stand this ground and try to make a living like the rest, even if I loathe this cursed world and this city. I can't do anything about it. I can't change this damn city alone. It's just how things work. Knowing the truth or making up my mind won't allow me to go against the flow. No matter how furious I am about the injustice I face, I have to abandon all my pride and just accept it so I can make ends meet. The city won't change. As long as humans exist, the city will never change. Oh, he does have a bow tie on. with Chised's little orb in it. Bow ties certainly are not cool. It's become a part of everyone's life to hurt others for themselves to live. We can only survive in this world with our sense of shame covered in scabs and calluses. Well. Now, I heard a lot about this, but I still managed to throw my mind into confusion. You're telling me I've never seen him so upset before. I'm not sure if this is a valid way to resolve ill feelings. Hey, counselling doesn't work every time either. However this might go, let's give it a shot. You'll know how, right? Right. What are we dealing with? Give me the power to listen, the power to solve all things. Yield your wisdom. With that wisdom I could... What could be in the world illuminated by wisdom? People who brag about their knowledge and feel no shame of ignorance. That's you and me. Or life where one has to be ashamed of lacking knowledge and be thankful for knowing. I don't know. Will the insight gained through wisdom really bring change? No. You're probably the same. You just pretend to know better. Ha ha ha. I can't stop smiling. Had I thought things through more calmly, could something have changed? But what else could I have done? A small piece of wisdom might have changed something. Give me the power to listen. The power to solve all things with ease. I believe that's a loop now. Yes. Okay, harvest. Corrosion moves the phase to moves to the next phase after hitting 0. Bountiful crop. Prioritize the target with the most copies of wisdom. Dice gain power equal to the number of wisdom in hand. Uses a powerful page every 3. Every 3 gains an additional speed dice and uses harvest wisdom, which absorbs their page and recovers the user's HP on hit. If the target has no combat to absorb. Oof. If harvest wisdom clashes against wisdom, the harvester takes 20 stagger at the end and gains 3 feeble. After absorbing a page that isn't wisdom with harvest wisdom, gains strength and endurance. I mean, that seems odd. Why, when you're harvesting wisdom, or when they're harvesting wisdom, if they actually harvest wisdom, does it hurt them? At the start of a scene, all librarians who own no pages become staggered. Why are you bound? Why are you slow? Okay. Let's see how we go. Harvest wisdom. Absorb a page from target's hand. All dice gain +4 power of not clashing against wisdom. Right, so they all have wisdom. No one can actually intercept that. Oh, he's using 2 Harvest Wisdom. I didn't notice that. Okay. Nice. Nice one. I didn't look at his resistances or anything. Resistant to everything apart from slash. He's disarmed and bound. That's frustrating. And he's going for the harvest this time. Kathy didn't increase her her emotion. I wonder why. I think she was the only one who didn't use 2 cards, 2 pages, so that could be why. Alright, do we have much in the way of slashing? No, we do not. Let's deal with these 2 harvests. Yep. Nice. I think he's down to like half stagger now. After attacking an enemy with a higher amount of stagger, deal bonus stagger and recover stagger. That's pretty good. Dealing 15 or more to enemies in this single scene reduce the cost. The start of the scene gains strength and protection equal to the number of allies currently alive subtracted by 0. That's probably my best one because that's going to give... there are 5 of them, so it's going to give him 3 strength and protection, whoever I pick. So like the extra stagger is nice, but I also really like the power. Give me the power! So I'll go with that. But who? Who? I'm kind of thinking Edgardo. He's probably got the best deck. Harvest. Exhaust the most expensive page in target's hand, recover 20 HP and inflict 5 bleed. 7? I suppose that is high, isn't it? For like a guaranteed. Two more harvest. Right, are we almost out of wisdom now? No. No, we're not. Right. So, that's a 7. So, beat the harvest. That's a guaranteed beating of the harvest, especially as he's got 4 paralysis. Damn. Need to gain some. Wow, I do not have enough draw here. Down to 40, 30, 25, 15. After staggering an enemy, copy 2 pages? Nah. Gleaning. After attacking an enemy with a higher amount of stagger resist. I mean, most like enemies do have high amounts of stagger, higher than players do. But we're all doing rather well. He actually is the lowest. I'm going to give it to Igado again. Right, so he's down to 15. Remember, there's a delay on the YouTube chat, so... In this case, I'd already decided which one to take by the time you put in the chat which one you think I should. Right. So he seems to be pretty much out of... What, pages? It's weird that he's not doing much. Right, are you're harvesting? How much wisdom do we have left? We have 1 wisdom to... Oh no, 2 wisdom to spare, but it's going to have to be both Kathy. So let's wrap this up, guys. So he's got +3. I'm going to have to focus fire it. Bit of a shame, but okay. And you, I haven't dealt with you at all. Eleven, 10, 7, staggered. Nice work, guys. Ally redirects an attack that was targeting this character. Dice on that ally's page gain power. At the start of the scene, targeted ones, no. Oblivion adds Oblivion page to hand. Immobilized for the scene, can't be targeted. At the end of the scene, recover 40% and fully restore light. Is that good? Immobilized can't be targeted. It's one use, but is it worth taking? I mean, these aren't particularly good. I mean, that's the other one I'd go for. A one-use panic button. I'm glad I'm sort of understanding it. Because that's how I interpreted it, but I wasn't sure I was correct, because you never know with this game. No, I think I'm going to go with the road walk together. And I put it on someone who I will want to direct attacks away from. Yeah. I'll give it to Exuciate. I have no idea what use it will actually serve, but I'm also gonna I'm gonna ignore these this round because They're all very slow. And I've definitely got the kills, so... Oh! I sort of assumed that it would just be over. Oh, it is now. Tree? That's kind of scary. What do the trees represent for Roland? I was about to say something really inappropriate. Could be the people he accused of taking away his happiness, and that might include us. The forest will never go away. Right, what's your deal? I remember this guy being really annoying. Logging. All librarians restore light to max for the duration of the phase. Each scene targets the character with the most light. When attacking, all dice gain power equal to the amount of light the target has. Oh no. At the start of a scene, restore light equal to the number of warm hearts, lose 1 stack. At the start of a scene, if the amount of warm hearts is 0, target the tree with the lowest HP. Upon defeating another character, restore 20% HP and gain 3 warm heart. If the character has no warm heart for 2 scenes, becomes staggered. Burn all my light. Kill the trees to stop him from recovering. The forest will never change. The deeper I yearn, the more trees will grow. Give back what you took from me. I don't want to feel this empty and lonely feeling anymore. I clutched my empty chest and grieved, begging to have this cavity filled. I looked for the things to substitute the warmth. I cut one after another, but the forest continues to grow thicker. There were always more trees to chop down. I chopped down every tree that caught my attention. I feel cold inside, and I can't do anything about it. Don't you tell me that you understand everything. You've gone cold all the same. I know I can't fill the void this way. I know it all too well. The void won't be filled. It'll only be sorely reminded of this emptiness. The forest will never change. The deeper I yearn, the more trees will grow. Give back what you took from me. Okie dokie. And they have nothing going on. Right, so what happened at the end there? Was it Exusier took a load of hits, but she seems okay, it's just a bit of stagger. Oh no, this is bad. Dice on this page gain power to the amount of heart fragments on target. Peace of mind. If the amount of this status reaches 4, gain a warm heart and lose 4 stack. Peace of mind is lost at the end of each scene. I lost 4 pages. What, they just never come back? If I've lost something good because of that, I'm going to be incredibly pissed off because that was bullshit and that it should have just ended the phase. But the plus side is that I think it hit Exusier and Chesed. And because they've got these ranged builds, I don't think that's going to be too devastating. Lose a piece of mind this scene. Gain a piece of mind this scene. Help me! Dice on this page gain power to the amount of heart fragments. Give a heart fragment on a lose. Alright, let me just have a quick look at this again. Okay. Right. God, they are high numbers. Right, what's to do with heart fragments? Gain power to the amount of heart fragments. I see. So I don't want heart fragments. It's got 7 charge. Yeah, that went reasonably well, I think. You know, that whole not gaining much light doesn't really help when he's got a load of bloody free pages. Yeah, it seems Chised and Exusi are both fine for pages. Right, the problem here is he's going to run out of bloody draw. He's got 21 burn. I don't know where he got that. A warm heart. The stars seem boosts the power of offensive dice by 1 to 2 if the librarian is 3 or more light. Well, that's really powerful in this one. Flame rounds, of course. I'm going to give it to Kathy. Yeah, so my strategy in this, in case you hadn't picked up on it, is I'm just wailing on him and I'm ignoring the trees. And I know he's going to kill them when he starts running out of this. But he's only going to regain 20% of max health, and I've already taken him down to about 20% in 2 rounds. So I'm definitely going to far outstrip his healing ability. Just by overpowering him. That's what I've been doing. He's paralyzed, he's disarmed. He's really not doing well, and I'm doing much better than I expected to be at this point, I will be honest. He's fragile. I mean, aren't we all to a degree? Down to less than 100. 40. Now under 40. Now under 30. 25. 10. Oh! Good work. I think that went... Look at him, he looks spectacular. I think that went rather well, if I'm honest. Okay. There won't be a day... There won't come a day when we'll be back together. This is the only path I can walk along. The road paved with golden bricks. I'll be able to meet what I've desperately wished to see if I keep following this path. If I followed the randomly paved brick road, will I find it? The thing I'm looking for? Where is home for me? Let's go, let's go, let's hurry along before the wait kills me. We'll make it to the end, right? Let's all gather up. Let us dance and skip around. Ha, that guy, that wicked guy snatched it all. What does he mean by that? It happened all too suddenly. I couldn't do a thing as I got far away from home. It's time to go back home now. My home that should exist somewhere. Now, shall we go back? To home where a loving family awaits. Hey Nathan, hello White Knight. Been a while since I've seen you. Right. The homing instinct. And scaredy cat. Spawns the home when the phase starts and use the mass tag that applies Yellow Brick Road to the home and 2 librarians. On the second scene, use the combat page Friends Let's Go Home, targeting the home and the librarians with the Yellow Brick Road. If the page hits home, the battle is lost. The attack on home is cancelled if all librarians win the clash. You gosh darned wizard. After the character's attack towards home has been cancelled twice, all resistance is changed to fatal and use the powerful mass attack page. If any librarian is hit, home is spawned. If no librarian is damaged, it becomes staggered and home is spawned after the stagger. So, if I understood this correctly, if I remember it correctly, he will go like a bing, 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 and I have to block the 2 that he's focused on. And then I do that twice, and then I block the mass attack, and then I wail on him. Hey, Skier. What's Scaredy Cat's deal? Immune to all damage until the road home dies. Once the road home dies, all changes resistance is changed to fatal, and max HP is reduced. The number of speed and combat pages change. Home that cannot be reached. Okie dokie. Let's go together. Apply Yellow Brick to 2 librarians next scene. Right, I do want one of them to be Edgardo. But it doesn't... I can't redirect it because it's a mass individual, so that's a shame. And then he's going to play tag. And then the cat is a dick. Alright, so it's going to be Chesed and Kathy. On the second scene, uses the combat page targeting the home and the librarians. Alright. Well, he's currently resistant to everything. Oh, sorry, immune to everything. Cancelled twice. Okay. So I'm just going to ignore the rest of his and then deal with this big cat. This big fucking cat. Oh, this big cat over there. I can't afford to do shit. So I'm trying to preserve the best I can here, but... So she's got something to defend herself with. Oh yeah, no, I did that completely wrong. Sorry, I forgot it was a mass fucking attack. Blanked on how that was supposed to work. God, he's huge. Hate this bloody scorpion cat. Right. Stagger target, the battle is lost if the attack hits home. Can't be redirected. So, can you... Yes? I feel I'm confused as to why it's giving me a thing that can beat it. I feel I've missed a point. I can't redirect that, so am I correct in the understanding that I don't need to do anything with this? Because it can't be redirected, so I can't intercept it, but I don't think it will hit it because these are going to both block it. So he won't... The last one will be cancelled, okay. See if I've understood this correctly then. This weird battle. I forgot that the line takes like ghost form sometimes. Okay, so this time it's Chesed and Edgardo. Lion is still indestructible. Alright, and now I've actually got to remember I need to reply to these. I forgot that that was what I had to do. And then I can ignore the play tag. But I do need to get rid of these. This is a weird fight. Right, so now he's gonna do the whatsy-majigs. Counter that one. Counter that one. And then deal with the, I was about to say the bug. Deal with the bug. Right, you little bug. What can I do for you? Shoot you a bit? Or do you want to be shot, little bug? Oh, that sounds like fun, doesn't it? Oh, yes it does. Oh, I love being shot, little bug. Do you have the charge to spend? You do. Get rid of that one. Is it worth doing that? Probably not. Maybe you could just like reload for what's coming. Right, that one's blocked, that one's blocked, that one will get cancelled and he'll stagger. Oh no, he'll stagger the next one? I don't know. Let's keep going. Get that lion away from the house! Oh no, the lion's in the house! My grandma! What big scorpion tail you have! All the better to stab you, my dear. When a librarian takes lethal damage, nullify it and recover. Okay. Okay, house is gone. Now what? All librarians change. All librarians. All resistance has changed to fatal and use a powerful mass attack. The following scene: if any librarian is hit, if no librarian is damaged, the character becomes staggered. 20 mass summation. If any librarian is hit, house is spawned. Otherwise, okay. So I just wail on him now. Whaley, whaley, whaley. Or do I whale on him next time? One or two turns of whaling. Okay, whaley, whaley, whaley. He's got +3 to each of his, so he's pretty damn solid. No courage passive on lion. Oh! What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She doesn't have enough to do focus fire. And I almost chose the wrong one. Right, I'm going to recover some light. Exusier took damage. Oh no! Summon is... Oh, fuck! God, that's really annoying. Means I've got to go through this for another 3 fucking rounds. Oh, God! Because she had... she only had 2 light instead of 3, so she couldn't use her most powerful thing. And he's going for Exusier. God damn it! Could you please piss off? Asking for a friend. The friend is Exusier. She's going to be staggered. No! She's going to be staggered. She's going to be staggered and she's not going to be able to use the thing to block it. So the house is going to get hit. Oh, I don't want to do this again. I was doing so well. Literally, for want of 1 light, the kingdom was lost. Oh, no. Ah. And I was having such a nice day. Oh, fuck my life. I don't really know what to do here, because she's going to get staggered. Because it's a 3 attack thing. Fuck. Yeah, if Exusier gets staggered, I might be done for the day. That is really annoying. Such a dick move out of nowhere. Hi, Jay. Why couldn't he have targeted anyone other than Exusier for this? They would all have been fine. It's just Exusier was the only one who couldn't counter it. Wail on him? He's... I don't know that it's an option, but I could try... Yeah, he's ineffective on everything, so I'm just screaming into the void here, but go on then. She didn't stagger because she's got 7 protection. That fucking lion. Yeah, the best wailing we could do did 30 down. Oh no, she's staggered. Well, I hope you enjoyed this stream. I'm going to go throw myself into a well now. I can't believe that. Literally one light is what ruined it there. If Exusier had had one more light, she could have done focus fire instead of the other one she used. And that would have been enough to get the to beat the mass attack. And then no one would have taken damage, he would have staggered, and we would have killed him, we would have been happy forever, we would have gone on, defeated the Bloodborne boss, defeated whatever is the last one, and then we would have just been like, oh, wasn't this a fun day? We beat a realization on an abnormal streaming day, and yeah, that would have been nice. But no, alas, such is not to be. For really, can one hearken to the whims of fate and say, don't be a dick? Hour and a half just gone. I don't want to redo that right now. I'm going to come back on Friday and try again. Well, I think I'm going to slightly rebuild this floor. Like, the main issue, I think, is both Exusier and Chesed are ranged. Like, Mimic needs more draw as well. Mimic's charge deck is out of date. To be honest, Cathy's is a little out of date. Ready Up. Like, to be honest, Ready Up freaking carried in that. Like, we had almost constant protection over most of the team, which was fantastic. It's just that Exusier... I don't know. Well, what do you have that Exusier doesn't? Random ammunition. Gives protection. If you discard, draw an extra. If you discard, get extra light. Yeah, she's just general damage. Whereas Chesed has better everything. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Chesed's page to Exusier because Exusier has to be the range person. I can't not do it, you know? And then I will construct something new for Chesed. I don't know what using. I have, like, no pages left. I think the Udjat did really, really well. So maybe Bayard? I don't want Yay. And Irina just has sort of nothing going on. Eugen is too fragile. So I think I'm going to go with Bayard. So I'll be swapping stuff around. Giving Exusier Kalo's page. Giving Chesed Bayard's page. And I'll see how it goes. Zhao? Someone already has Zhao. Let me just look at who. He doesn't have Zhao. No one has Zhao. I don't think I have Zhao. Yeah, I don't have Zhao. Yeah, I don't have Zhao's page. I think you would have had it if the Scarecrows didn't steal 4 pages at the end on 2 people. Maybe, but I think I forgot that by the end. Like, that didn't have much of an impact to me. I don't think that really played into it. I mean, maybe it did. Maybe it took away the valuable pages that Exusier and Chesed needed. Exusier in particular. But I just think Exusier has a slightly underpowered ranged build, whereas Chesed has a properly powered ranged build. And having both of them in the same floor is a bit redundant. Alright, well... I'll be back in a couple of days. I hope you don't mind me calling this one early. It's too hot, and I can't be bothered. Can't be bothered to try that again right now, guys. It was depressing. Well, I mean, the bright side is, like, this is bonus time. This is a stream I wouldn't normally have, so even if we managed to beat it on Fridays, you know, effectively this stream didn't happen, except I learnt a lot from it. Like, I briefly had a taste of happiness, but no more. No more! Right. Thank you very much for watching. I think a big problem with this combat is that it punishes everything that goes wrong very harshly while being so long that that things going wrong can't be avoided. No, I get that. Library of Ruina is an energy vampire of a game. I had to leave now anyway, so good timing. Yeah, I I talked about before how I hate the puzzle battles. The puzzles in these ones seemed really friendly to me. Like, even, I remember hating the woodsman last time, but I think that's because he was a lot more powerful. But I've caught up now, so that isn't the issue anymore. And I can overpower it. But yeah, it's just the really bad luck of, oh, he's going to target 2 of them, whereas I've sort of built a lot of this floor to redirect attacks. Like, even stuff like the home one. The home abnormality page is all about redirecting away from Exusier. But the one time I can't redirect from Exusier has to carry, and she just couldn't. So yeah, bad luck. That's all it was. Like, I'm not salty over it. It's just bad luck. It's just too hot. Like, if it wasn't as hot as it is, I would probably give it another go. But it's way too hot. Right. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you guys joining me for this, and all the support makes a difference. So thank you very much. I'll be back with more Library of Ruina on Friday. What else is happening? Nothing really. Have a good rest of your week. Try not to melt. Be very, very careful in the heat. Especially in the UK, it's going to be very hot this weekend, so, you know, be ready for that. And, yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, check out my Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, check out my YouTube. Follow and sub on either, on both, ideally, would be amazing. Check out my Patreon, linked below the Twitch in the description of the YouTube stream. Pledges on there make a very big difference. And hello, future people. Goodbye, future people, and I will catch you later. Yay! See ya.